Olivia had cruised along I-26 from the capital to the coast of South Carolina more times than she could count. But this time was different. Back in the day, she had ridden shotgun in a girlfriend's convertible, with a passel of other co-eds in the back, on their way to spring break and beer and boys at the beach. Or another time it had been in her yellow VW Beetle, on the way to see the do-gooder surfer guy she thought she couldn't live without, the one who spent the summer at Myrtle Beach, and took her to that place where they tossed their clamshells onto a sawdust-covered floor. Then there was that excursion to Hilton Head Island with Masahiro before they got married, the one where he freaked out when he saw an alligator sunbathing on the golf course green. Later, she'd driven to Charleston for an academic conference where she'd presented her paper on Aiken-born writer Gamel Woolsey. And then there had been that trip to promote her own short story collection, her first ever book tour. When their kids were small, they'd met up at the Isle of Palms with her brother Ted and his wife Parisa and their daughter and 2 sets of grandparents. The good old days. Olivia felt an arrow pierce her heart. This time, it was just Olivia and her teenage son and daughter in a rental car. A minivan. She wasn't used to driving such a big car. In Japan, she drove what they called a toaster-shaped K car, which was small enough to navigate the narrow roads in their neighborhood. "Why don't you drive faster?" 18-year-old Yuto asked from the back seat. He'd been more or less silent for the first hour of the trip, busy filming roadside novelties with his smartphone, which he'd later post on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or whatever. She couldn't keep up. "Why?" Olivia asked, irritated. She looked into her rearview mirror and saw his head, topped by a baseball cap, hovering over his phone. He'd bought a SIM card before leaving Tokushima. For all she knew, he was chatting with his friends back home. "Because everybody's passing you," he said. As if to prove his point, a massive semi whooshed past them, followed by 3 more cars, all made in Japan. She glanced at the speedometer and confirmed that she was, indeed, driving the speed limit. Olivia had read somewhere that early in the pandemic, the highways were so tantalizingly devoid of traffic that many drivers could not resist pressing down on the gas pedal. The highway patrol had raked in the bucks from the speeding tickets they'd issued, back when just about every other business was gasping for breath. But Olivia was used to driving slowly. Besides, she wasn't in a hurry to get where they were going. To be completely honest, she was struggling with a desire to turn the car around and go back to Columbia. She looked in the rearview mirror again to check on Sophie. As expected, Yuto's twin was engrossed in her manga, oblivious to the scraps of blown-out tires and English-language billboards on the side of the road urging her to repent. Her hearing aids were in her lap. "Anyone need to stop?" she asked. "Looks like there's a service station up ahead."